Hello, everybody. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey, everybody. Thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. We got us another Stone beer here to review. And I've had a lot of people comment and seen other reviewers review this. This is Stone's Thunderstruck IPA. Haven't seen this one here in Virginia. I actually got this one from Donovan and the guys out there at Servall Liquors in San Diego. You can check out their website at craftcity.com. Got tons and tons of different beers. And I tell you this all the time when I get these beers from those guys out there. They ship beers out. If your state allows them to ship beers into your state, you can order from their website at craftcity.com and get a bunch of West Coast beers, stuff that's not available in your area or not distributed in your area. And like I said, I haven't seen this particular one here. So I got Donovan and the guys out there to send me a beer mail package, and this is one of them that I got from them. This is a double IPA, guys. This comes in at 8.7%. The IBUs, it says here, are 95. So pretty big, bold, hot profile bitterness on the back end to match up with all that sweet malt it took to make an almost 9% beer. The commercial description on this, and then I've got two. The first one says, our 19th anniversary. This is our 19th anniversary beer. Brings the boom, delivering it to the palate in I'm going to have trouble with this word. Voluminous, hop-driven thunderclap, backed by the power of our brewing passions and intensity. This double IPA owes its considerable oomph to the quartet of Australian hops, Topaz, Galaxy, plus newcomers Ella and Vic's Secret. We also had a Fairview malt shipped in from Australia just for this brew. The beer's striking tropical fruit, citrus and peach hop flavors, and slightly resinous and aromatically dank earthiness are sure to electrify your senses. Now, I've had quite a few beers with the Australian and even New Zealand hop varieties done, and they are quite different than what the American hops are, especially the West Coast hops. Some of them are tasty, and some of them are rather peppery and earthy and all that. So I don't know what this one's going to bring to the table here yet, guys. So I hear a lot of people saying they really like this beer. I hope I am one of them to get into that group. It says bottled on 08, 05, or 15. So it's about 4, 5, 6. I'm doing this on the 21st of September. So it's about 6 to 7 weeks old. So just a little bit over a month, not quite 2 months old. I like to get these things as fresh as I can get them. I'd much rather have this in August than in September here, the third week of September. But it is what it is. So we're gonna do it and see what happens. The food pairings for this style is a little different than your typical IPA since it's a double. Cuisine is barbecue. Cheeses are pepper, Monterey pepper jack, sharp blue cheddar. More pungent cheeses. Meats game, grilled meat salmon. Glassware snifter tulip oversized wine glass. Got my favorite glass again today. Sauvignon beer glass. And it says can be cellared here, but I would not. I would not cellar this beer whatsoever. Would not cellar any IPA or a double IPA unless it's just so overly boozy you can't drink it. And then still, sometimes that will fade a little bit, but your hops are going to fade. I don't know if the trade-off is worth losing the hop to get a little less booziness or just drinking it fresh as you can get it and deal with it. So, probably wouldn't be the first beer of the day choice since it's a double IPA. But after maybe your first or second one, you might want to try one of these. But this is a big beer. It's almost a 9%er. So hopefully it's going to be in the same realm as the Enjoy By, but that's all American hops in that one. Where this one's using the Australian hops. So let's see what it brings to the table. The information I have here, I'll give you everything you need to know. 8.7, 95 IBUs. So let's get the cap off of this one. All you guys out there in the San Diego area, that's where Servall Liquors is, you're very lucky to be able to have a beer store that has that wide of a selection there. And if you're not in the San Diego area, look it up on the internet, craftcity.com. Order you something good, like I do. Now this is a bomber, it's a 22 ouncer, so enough to share. Didn't pour, well I didn't pour it real aggressive because I didn't know what to expect, so it just barely got about a half a finger of head, just barely covering the top of the beer. Very light in color. Very light in color for a double IPA. I can see the bulb right through it. It's in between a typical IPA color, which is an orange tangerine color, and a golden, like a macro lager color. This is right in between. It's a very light color for a double IPA, unusual to me. Usually they're just a tad darker with all the malt that they use, but looks pretty good still. Let's get a nose on it. Big hop profile. I'm getting some pine, I'm getting some earthiness in there, some dankness. Maybe some hints of some grapefruit. Maybe some mango. But it has that peppery smell, like a lot of the Southern Hemisphere hops have, the Australian and New Zealand hops. Rather interesting. Let's give it a taste. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Donovan. Oh, that's tasty. That's real good. And I say this sometimes, guys, and a lot of you guys don't want to hear this, but it's got that dank cat pee type dankness to it. And a lot of people say, oh, what's that? I don't understand. I don't drink nothing like cat pee. Grow up. That's nice. But it definitely has that earthy, peppery hop profile that the Southern Hemisphere hops have a lot of times. Might be some hints of some oranges or tangerines in there, but the dankness and the earthy herbalness of the hops is a lot different than the West Coast style, which is where this is brewed at. It's out in California. They're out of Escondido, California, Stone Brewery. Very tasty though. Very, very nice. But let's let it warm up just a hair. Share the other half of this bottle and we'll come back. We'll sip on it for a little bit and come back and see where it ends up. I believe it'll probably be an A beer. Stick around. We'll find out here in just a second. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left. Very nice beer. Definitely different from your typical West Coast style, like I said earlier. A nice, earthy, spicy dankness to this beer. Still has some tropical fruit notes in there, some grapefruit, some peach, maybe some pineapple in there. Very tasty. It is very tasty, but it's definitely different from the West Coast typical style that we are known to get from Stone. But they go out of the box and do a lot of different stuff, and this is one of them. This is their 19th anniversary version of their IPA, or a double IPA called Thunderstruck. So it's very nice. It's very tasty. Let's do the final chug here. It has that same dankness that their Enjoy By has, but it doesn't have that typical West Coast style hop aroma and flavor that you get from the Northwest hops that they use for that beer. So, very nice. A little pepperiness in there too. Very pleasant. Very, very nice beer. Very nice beer. Guys, if you've had this one, give me some comments back on this and whether you liked it or didn't like it. It's not your typical double with West Coast style, but I like it. I like trying all these different ones, especially in the hops that come from New Zealand and Australia and other parts of the world that we don't typically get here. Nothing that I've brewed with anyway. So very nice, very, very nice. As far as I'm concerned, guys, it's a 9 out of 10. It's pretty tasty. Definitely different. Not something you would drink every day, more than likely, unless you have deep pockets and got a good supply of where you can get this at. But it's a very tasty beer. It's definitely a nice double IPA with some different hop profiles than you typically get. So I enjoyed it. It was nice. 9 out of 10 for me. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 91 in the outstanding range. And over to Red Beer, they say 99 overall and 97 in the style. So 90 is all around. If I was putting a numeric rating on this one, it would probably be pretty close to what Red Beer's got. It'd be a 97 or a 98, somewhere in that area. It's got the bottle on date right here on the side in yellow where you can read it. And got the ABV written on here. I don't think it has the IBUs written on it. And this is the silkscreen bottle. It's got it printed right on the label here. Let me take a quick look here just to make sure, but I don't see it. And it's got all the hop varieties listed on the back here, and a lot of information that you might find useful. But I enjoy doing these different style hop beers usually. So 19th anniversary, the Thunderstruck IPA. If you've had it, let me know what you think, guys, and let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. Yeah. See you then.